Okay, we've looked at update and delete queries. Now I'm going to look at append queries. Now append queries allow you to take data from one table and copy it into another table. The first thing you have to do to use an append query is have a new table to paste the data into. Now the easiest way of doing this is I'm going to paste data from my stock table into a new table, and the data I'm going to paste or to append basically is CD number 15, which I've just called rubbish, and I'm going to append that into a new table. Now I could go into tables, new, and create a new table from scratch, go into CD number, choosing that as number, go into CD name, changing that to text, and do the whole long-winded approach as we've done in initially setting the table up. Alternatively, I can just create a copy of this table and use that copy. Now this is how to do that. To first create a copy of the table, right click on the existing table and copy, and then paste, and it'll ask you what you want to call the table. So I call it T stock append, and it gives you a choice here of pasting the structure and the data or the structure only. Now I'll ignore the last one for now, and I'm going to paste the structure only, and what that will give me now is a blank table which has been designed to the same spec as the initial table. Now that gives me somewhere to append my data to. So what I'll do now is go to my query and actually create the append query. So I go to queries, new, design view, and I want to paste data from, or append data from the stock table. So I add the stock table, notice not the append table, and I close. And now I change that, I add all the fields first, and now I change that from a select query to an append query. Now it asks me now what table I don't append any data to. Now I choose now the append table that I created, the blank table I created, and it's in the current database, so I don't change that, and I click on OK. And now I'm ready to go on my append query. Now this has already been set up for me. I'm not going to do anything to the field table or sort. You can see now that it's ready to append to CD number, and the criteria is all I need to enter. So I'll put a little parameter query in here now. Please enter the CD number to be appended. Or maybe I should change that from appended to copied, because I want to make this as user friendly as possible, and maybe a user won't understand the term appended. And I have that parameter there now, and I'm going to close that query, and I'm going to save it and call it query append stock parameter, and I click on OK. Now when I open that, you can see it's an append query from the plus sign here, and when I open that now, it'll ask me please enter the CD number to be copied. Now if I remember rightly, that was CD number 15. I click on OK, and with a bit of luck now, in the append stock, yep, it's appended that data into that table. Now it has actually left also that data there. Now I'll come back to that next, where I'm going to use a macro to link a delete and an append query together, and I'll do that in a process known as archiving. And that's about it for append queries.